This is the crocheted neck head wrap pattern that I'll show you how to make today, and you can use it like the way that's shown here, or you can actually bring that part on the head down so that it's two loops wrapped around the neck. The materials required are 1 ball of Red Heart Super Saver yarn, and I've got a Ranch Red colour here, and this is a medium worsted weight yarn, category 4. And with this yarn I'm using a 5.5mm hook. You'll also need your yarn scissors and a yarn needle. So to start this pattern, you'll chain on 105 chain stitches for the foundation chain, and to check for the right size, if you join into the first chain stitch and just make a slip stitch to form a ring, now to check for size, if you just double up your ring like that and then slip it over your head, if it fits over your head, then it's going to be the right size. If it's not the right size and you need to take off some chains or add some more chain stitches, then just undo that slip stitch there and add more chains or take some chains off. Any amount is fine to take off or to add, and then you would slip stitch back into the first chain stitch to form a ring again. Okay, so I've made my slip stitch into the first chain stitch to form a ring, and for round 1 we'll start with a chain 3. 1, 2, 3, and this chain 3 counts as 1 double crochet stitch. So now we're moving into the next chain stitch here, and we're going to make a double crochet stitch into the next chain. And this is what we'll be doing right around for this round. 1 double crochet into each stitch around. So it's a very easy and repetitive pattern. Just 1 double crochet into each chain stitch around. So continue on making your double crochet stitches into each chain stitch, and I'll meet you at the end of this round, so I'll show you how to join at the end of the round. Okay, so I'm up towards the end of round 1, and I've just made my last double crochet stitch into the last chain stitch there. Now don't make a double crochet stitch into this here, because that's the join. So whenever you see this loop at the bottom of the chain there, that's the join. It's not a stitch to be stitched into. Okay, so now you've made your last double crochet stitch there, and you'll need to join into the top of the chain 3. And you can work into just the back loop of the chain 3, or you can work in under both of the loops of the chain 3 like that. It's up to you. So I'll just do the 2 loops now that I've got them there on the hook, and then just make a slip stitch to join that round, and that's what it looks like right around. So for round 2, we'll start off the round with a chain 3. So 1, 2, 3, and once again that counts as 1 double crochet stitch. And now we'll do 1 double crochet stitch into each stitch. Right around to the end. So there's our first one. So just making 1 double crochet stitch into each stitch around. So continue on doing this, and then I'll see you at the end. Okay, so I'm up towards the end of round 2, and I've done my last double crochet stitch into the last stitch here, and remembering that that is a join and not a stitch. And now we're going to join into the top of this chain 3 with a slip stitch. So 1, 2, 3. So into that third chain stitch. And like I said, you can work in under both of those or just the back loop of that chain stitch. I'm working under both of them, and just do a slip stitch to end that round. Now for rounds 3 to 8, you'll repeat row 2. So I'll see you at the end of round 8 where we'll finish off. I've just finished round 8 and now we're ready to finish off. So leave a yarn tail enough to weave into the back of your work. Just cut the yarn. Now we're going to finish off. Now you'll need your yarn needle and just thread it through, thread your yarn through your needle. And now you can just weave this end back down through your stitches, or that stitch there, sorry, just that one stitch there. And then you can, working on the inside of the wrap, just weave your yarn tail in through the back of the stitches like that. And just keep going for as long as you can. And then turn the work around this way and just skip that loop there and head back in the opposite direction for as far as you can go, just to make sure that that tail won't come out. And then you can cut that off. And now we'll weave in the other tail. But this is what it's looking like now. So that's the back, and this is the front.